I'm afraid I might have cotton mouth right now, Jaylo.
Why?
As I'm waiting for you, I'm realizing that maybe I started drinking a little bit more water this morning.
Yeah?
So, if it sounds like I do have it, that's why.
Well, you can always pause it and go to get a drink of water.
I might do that at some point. I did when you were in the bathroom, but I don't want to drink so much that I have to pee during this.
Yeah, well...
The trick is to just stay hydrated the entire day.
Oh, yeah.
Which I'm great at home, but when we're spending time together here, it's easy to forget to drink.
Really? Why?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I drink water myself, a lot of water, so I don't understand how that's different.
That's something I got into the more I performed live.
Yeah.
Before that, I didn't really see the importance of being hydrated.
Oh, yeah.
But I did a recording session a number of years ago.
Yeah.
And listened back to it and could tell that you're not paying attention.
I'm listening.
Playing with your box.
I'm listening. It's a basket, not a box. Okay. It's a basket. Okay, go on.
What I noticed was I had cotton mouth during this recording session. By listening back to it, I'm like,
dry. Yeah.
I gotta change this.
Your mouth is parched.
And sometimes when I'm listening back to us, I notice that, oh, dude, you could have drinking some more water before doing this.
Well, have you thought possibly, because when the weather changes, so does your skin, right? Mm-hmm. When it gets cold like that, especially if you're out in the wind, your lips start to get chapped.
Go ahead.
And your mouth starts to get dry, so it may not be that you're not drinking a lot of water, because sometimes my mouth is like that too.
For real, I drink a lot less water when I'm here than when I'm at home.
I don't understand why.
I don't know, babes, but it's a fact of life.
Because I drink the same amount of water when you're here versus when I drink the same amount of water when I'm home. So
interesting.
When I'm by myself, so I don't understand why.
Well, I'm a different type of person, babes.
I guess.
Yes.
Yeah, but do you need some water?
Water's good. Should I pause this and get a drink?
I honestly think you should if you think you need a drink.
I don't think it's going to help that much, to be honest.
Why?
Well, okay, why don't we do this? Why don't we pause?
I should get some water too, actually, now that
and then we'll come back and then people can decide.
Okay.
For themselves if it did anything. I don't think it's going to, but we'll see. All right, so we're going to pause this. Pause. And we're back.
Hello.
You were saying about juices and whatnot.
Yeah, even though I've had juices and I also have milk for my cereal, I drink less of those things. And that's why I don't buy juices very often, and I mostly drink water and milk with my cereal, but that's about it. Water is the main thing that I drink.
I think milk with cereal is disgusting.
That's because you don't like milk.
No, I use it in recipes a lot.
Okay.
I don't like to drink it by itself, but I would think anything with cereal as far as putting liquid in it just doesn't make sense to me.
Well, I don't like oatmeal by itself. But I like it baked in something, and I grew up eating milk and cereal a lot, cold cereal, and it doesn't bother me at all. And I used to drink a lot of milk too.
At my place, I almost never drink juice. Like, I can't even tell you the last time I had juice at my house.
Okay.
Or apartment.
Okay.
Yes.
That's good though.
Thank you, babes.
Yeah, it's been like a long, and I love orange juice, but it's been a long time since I've had orange juice, and I think it might have been in the last couple of months or so, but I don't even get orange juice that often anymore.
I used to drink a ton of OJ.
And I love OJ, but I've definitely cut back a lot on orange juice because I don't drink juices that often.
Over 10 years ago, babes, I was at a friend's apartment visiting for the afternoon. I remember this. This was Martin Luther King Day. I guess it was 2011, so just slightly over 10 years.
Okay.
And I had only had a few drinks. It was like 3 p.m. I ended up passing out on his couch.
I remember you told me the story.
I know I sound like a total lush, but that's not the case. He goes out to do something, comes back, wakes me up, and I throw up. And am feeling out of it. So the next morning I wake up and I'm just like, hey dude, I'm going to clean up your living room. It's not cool that I just crashed here and don't remember anything about last night. But he lived across the street from the Walmart in, Inglewood. So I go down there and I buy 2 big things of orange juice.
Mm-hmm.
And I ended up drinking them both, and I still felt really
Are you
dehydrated.
serious?
Yeah.
Okay.
I drank them both in like a couple hours.
So I don't know if this is correct because I've never gotten, I've never had that happen to me. But is it true that sometimes people will recover by drinking like a soda because of the carbonation and or water?
Water's a big one. Soda I would not recommend.
Okay, but I've heard of people drinking that because of the or I don't know what it does, but water would probably be the best thing to drink.
Yeah, realistically, I should have gone that route, but I wanted something sweet, so that's why I went with orange juice.
Do you think, and I don't know this person, I've never met this person.
He's a great guy. We are still good friends to this day.
But is it possible that something might have ended up in your drink?
You mean he was trying to take advantage of me? I am good looking, babes, but
no. I'm not saying that he would. I'm saying, do you think that he or somebody, I don't know, because I don't know if it was just him that came to the house or he came into the house with somebody
it was just the two of us.
Okay. Do you think it's possible that something might have been in there?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so? You just think it's the high alcohol content?
I could have just had a weird reaction to it.
Okay.
Yes. I think that wasn't the last time I got drunk, but if we're talking about getting really, really, really drunk, it hasn't been since 2014. And spoiler alert, it involved a girl.
I know the story.
No, you actually don't know the story. You actually don't know the story. It involved, let's just say, a sighted musician who was visiting town.
I actually think I do know the story. And I'll tell you why I think I know the story.
Go ahead.
Did it happen to do with a sighted musician and ukulele?
Okay, oh yeah,
yes.
Okay, all right.
And hurting of one's nose.
Okay, yeah.
Yes, and that's very stupid.
This girl sang to me while playing the baritone ukulele. It was so good. It wasn't completely to do with her. There was some other drama that week, but it was a bunch of things were cascading. And my meditation practice could have been better. I was meditating at that point, but I wasn't really into it. So I'm walking home and I fall and my face is all busted up, right? This is before my mom dies.
You didn't have to have any stitches, did you?
No, I didn't go to the hospital. I probably should have.
Ah.
Okay, but this is before my mom dies.
Okay.
Go home and I'm walking around town. My mom didn't have hardly any friends in Portland besides for one because she had already moved. Mm-hmm. I just happened to run into the one person that she still talked to on a regular basis. Uh-oh. After I'd fallen, like the next day. Mm-hmm. So I had to call my mom, before her friend got a hold of her. Mm-hmm. And I forget, I think I said something like I was at a friend's house and I slipped on the way out the door. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And that was the last time I ever got drunk.
How bad were you hurt? I mean, were you...
I was putting ice on it for like a week.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you didn't have any cuts, anything in your nose, like any lacerations or anything?
What's in a laceration?
Lacerations.
What is that?
It's like a cut, a type of a cut.
No, I don't think there were any cuts or anything. Okay. I couldn't smell for like a couple of days. I almost went to the hospital, but I should have, but I survived.
You should have.
Yes.
You could have done some serious damage to your sense of smell.
I know, babes. So just so it doesn't sound like I'm was a crazy alcoholic person, between the first story in early 2011 and the time in 2014, I think maybe I got drunk 2 times in between that. So it's not like I used to drink all the time and was just, plastered every day of the week.
You say that?
No, babes, but you know me. I'm too honest to lie about that type of stuff.
Okay.
You know me.
I guess.
Yes.
Well, I should. I mean, after 3 years, I should know.
Now, that story is not a good advertisement, either of them, for drinking alcohol.
Not at all.
But once in a while, it's fun to have it.
Yeah, coming from the man that was crazy anti-alcohol, apparently.
I was. You can ask anybody who knew me. Which you don't know a lot of people.
Claims that he was more anti-alcohol than me, which is really strange to me. I don't know.
But we don't have to go down that rabbit hole again.
Anti-alcohol Rick used to be.
Well, he's just smoke a joint. Babes. Let me ask you a question.
What?
Tickle war.
What?
Okay.
Okay.
What do you think is worse? Mm-hmm. If you had to choose, gun to your head, alcohol or marijuana?
I think that both of them are pretty bad. I don't think that anything is worse than the other one.
Okay, so you think they're equal then?
They're equally bad, yes.
Even though more people die each year of alcohol.
I still think they're equally bad.
Okay. Well, I'm not going to give my commentary because I said I was.
You already know how I feel about it. I don't think you need to ask me anymore.
Yeah, we know how I feel about it.
Uh-huh.
Even though I don't really smoke or anything.
Liar.
No, I don't. I don't. I just do edibles. And that's very unoccasional. That's very rare, babes.
Yeah, like last week.
No. I haven't done any.
Okay, I don't think you should talk about when you last did this.
Let's just say it was way, way, way before last week. It was before the pandemic.
Oh, great. Yeah. Okay.
And by the way, it's illegal where we live.
Okay. You know what? Okay, you're digging yourself into a bigger hole, I think.
And I play a character. Moving on. Oh, Tickle War? Tickle War?
Tickle War.
Okay, I thought there was Tickle War.
Oh, okay. Well, not for now.
Not for now, babes. Okay, let me change the subject.
I think so. I think you should.
I woke up this morning and had the song Rocket Man stuck in my head, but it wasn't the Elton John version. It was the rendition done by Vintage Trouble, which you had not heard.
I have not heard this until today.
I really enjoyed that cover. What did you think of it?
It was different. I mean, I did like it. I thought it was really cool. With the exception of a few changed lyrics. I did like it, but of course I thought that the Elton John version was better. Interesting.
I don't know.
And sometimes, I mean, some people are purists in the fact that they only like original versions of songs, and I think it's ridiculous.
I do too.
Because some original versions are not as good as a remix. But if I had to be honest, I honestly liked Elton John's version better than Vintage Trouble, just because that's the version I grew up with, listening to, and I like it better. I mean, if I really want to be honest, I like it better.
That's fair. I hear a lot of good covers.
So one of my favorite songs from Elton John is "Goodbye Yellow Brick Road." I don't think I've mentioned this here, but there's a group called the King's Singers who I went to see live. They're a group from England. They do some a cappella stuff. And I thought they did a really good version of "Goodbye Yellow Brick Road."
Was it better than his?
That's a good question. I thought they were both good. Sarah Bareilles' version, not so great. But
I don't know who that is, but I'll take your word for it.
You would if I played you some stuff. But I do like Sarah Bareilles, and I don't think she did that version justice because it sounded too weird. Nice. But in fact, that was one of the songs that I was letting you listen to hear if you wanted to put that in your show. But
oh, really?
Yes, but we don't have to play it right now. But
yeah, sonic symbols kind of like went away.
Yeah, but
Rick is still good. Rick, I'm speaking to myself in the third person. I'm gonna start doing music shows again on Clubhouse by myself.
Yes. But I do think that the King Singers did a fun rendition of "Goodbye Yellow Brick Road." It was their own. So I really do think that they made it their own, and it I thought it was equally well, I mean, I think it's equally as good as Elton John's version because his was different too. So yeah, I
like what I've heard of Elton John, but I don't go deep with his music like I do with other people.
I think I like the hits, like the Pinball Wizard that was from the musical Tommy, and of course
I thought that was The Who though.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe it was The Who. Okay. Was it? I thought it was Elton John. Maybe I was wrong about that. Anyway, I'm gonna get back to you on that one.
Go ahead.
I like Daniel. I like Crocodile Rock.
Crocodile Rock is fun.
Yes. I knew someone that hated that song.
I love the melody too. La
La la la la la. It's fun
and
to
I
dance
cannot
to.
sing. It's from the what?
It's fun to dance to.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, and I like I like the hits.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know other stuff that he's done that are more obscure.
I might have to listen to some of the albums this week.
Yeah.
If there's time.
Yes.
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 That's right.
Well, I'm glad you were open to listening to Vintage Trouble this morning, even if it wasn't your favorite.
Yeah, it was good. It was different.
Oh, good.
I do respect artists that make songs their own.
Mm-hmm. I like it because it sounds very bluesy.
Oh, yeah, it does. It does. And you know how much we both like that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Soulful, bluesy, a little jazzy. Yeah, I like that. Kind of rockish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might have to do... I mean, I know I did this with Sonic Symbols when I was part of that.
Yeah.
But it was kind of, another person contributing to it, so...
That's such a cool name, by the way.
Thank you. I've been wanting to use that name since I was a teenager.
Yeah.
Like, I think I first came up with the name Sonic Symbols in maybe 98, and I just never found a way to use it. So it was kind of cool to briefly be involved with a club/music series on Clubhouse called Sonic Symbols.
I personally think that you should run it for now by yourself.
No. I mean, I did it with somebody else, and you got to put it out into the universe. So I'm going to let him take it. And I can always come up with good names, right? But the point of this was we did a couple of cover shows. And it was cool, but I might have to do another show that's just of covers, so it could just be my perspective.
Right. It's a Wick music show.
That's right, babes.
Yes.
Play
Rick's music picks.
Rick's music picks, something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Who knows?
Yes, Jay.
Rick's music picks.
Yes.
Yes,
Jay.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Well, good.
Good.
Yeah, and you're not on Clubhouse.
I'm not, but I've, I can bounce ideas off of you.
That's true.
You can bounce ideas off of me, whichever.
You are going to buy yourself an iPad for Christmas this year.
I am thinking about doing that. If I have enough money, I think I should.
Well, you have to budget your money, babes.
I know that.
All right. No, go ahead.
No, I didn't ask for your commentary. Okay.
Go ahead.
Okay, really.
Keep talking.
No, I'm just saying, yes, I am planning to get one if my finances permit.
Nice.
That's what I was trying to say before somebody...
Oh, you just kicked the thing out of my hand.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I think, babes, you can be a little bit too reactive at times.
I only do it to you, by the way.
Well, why me? Why not just...
Why?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, sometimes I feel like I have to express myself a little bit
oh my goodness.
When I'm around you, because then you'll actually listen to what I'm trying to say.
No, but maybe if you said something like, hey, babe, I understand what you were trying to say, but I've actually thought about that and maybe I didn't express it the right way. Have you thought of taking it from that angle?
No.
Why not?
Well, because even if I took it from that angle, I don't think you would have really heard it.
Why don't you give it a shot next time?
We'll see.
Oh, that means you're not going to give it a shot.
Well, I mean, don't you think that it kind of puts a little bit of a spice in our show?
Yeah, but you do it when we're not doing this stuff.
I know. We'll see. And who's the one who allows it to happen?
What am I supposed to do?
Well, you haven't expressed any any opposition, so
I'm doing it now,
and
I've done it before.
Really?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
But you're very reactive, babes. I would love to meditate with you sometime, but something tells me that that's not in the cards.
I don't think it's going to go very well.
Oh.
Maybe you should try something that I might suggest.
I have. I'm a Bible reader now.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I do Bible lessons. I accept Bible lessons.
Okay, first off, I'm the one giving the lessons.
Thank you.
And you're the one asking questions.
That's the way it's supposed to go, right?
Well... what?
So I know that sometimes we'll make out during the Bible lessons, which probably doesn't happen a lot.
Well, you're the one who starts it.
Unless you're a little boy and a Catholic. But...
What? Okay, that's bad.
The thing I'm wondering is, in a normal Bible lesson, aren't you allowed to ask questions?
Of course.
Okay.
Yes, of course. I welcome those questions, but sometimes your questions are a little bit off the wall there.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I have to say, it's none like other. It's not like any other Bible study I've been to because I wasn't the one giving it. So.
Yeah. That's my fake laugh that I just did. Evil, sinister type of thing.
It didn't sound evil to me.
Thank you.
It just sounds like a little boy laughing.
Oh.
Good. Yes.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Well, I'm proud of you, babes.
I don't know why, but thank you, I guess.
I don't know. But I do think that you need to be a little bit less feisty around me.
Why?
Because it's
well, you like that. You said you like that. When push comes to shove, at the end of the day, you're like, ooh, I like it when you're a little bit worked up.
Well, but maybe you could be worked up to other people and be feisty to them.
No.
Oh, why not?
Well, because you like that.
Okay.
And you're not opposing it. You haven't opposed it. and you're the one who lets me do it.
Feistiness opposed.
It's a little too late for that, Bubs.
Now it's like, we haven't opposed it. Well, Bubs, you waited too long, so we're not going your way.
Well, I mean, it's been 3 years. If you haven't opposed it, then it's... Yeah.
Oh. Yes.
I'm surprised you're trying to put your foot down, which you're not doing a very good job of doing.
Wow. Okay, babes. Very good.
And if you're really completely honest, shout out to your friend there who likes this stuff. If you're really completely honest, you actually said you liked it.
Sometimes, but
but
all right, we can move on. Should we? Well, if we're gonna do a salute to my friends, or my one friend who likes it when we argue, should we talk about politics a little bit?
No.
Okay.
I think we did enough of that yesterday.
We did get into it. It was fun.
We got into it. I got worked up. He then ended it by kissing me. It was wrapped up in a bow again.
Should we talk about the Nancy Pelosi idea here, or do you think that's a little bit too out there?
Yeah, I think it's a little too much.
I was debating whether to bring it up, but I'm like, no, that might be.
I think it's a little too much.
But it was something that we both agreed on, though. Oddly enough.
Let's see how the rest of this goes, and then maybe we can put it in there. We'll see how this goes.
Yes.
Because we have a lot to talk about.
Tell me, what do you want to discuss?
Yes. Well, we had kind of a low-key afternoon after this was over.
We did not watch The Boys, but I have decided that we are going to skip Believe Fest, and I would just give Alana a recap. Maybe I should do it now.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
You know A-Train's girlfriend?
Oh, yeah, Popclaw.
Yeah, he kills her at the beginning of the episode.
Oh.
Because he finds out that she was talking to Butcher and them.
Uh-oh.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
They go to Believe Fest, which is ran by the Capes for Christ dude.
Who goes? Who are the people that go?
The regular crew, Frenchie, Huey, and all of them.
They go because they're trying to find out more about these people, or?
They want to blackmail homeboy, the Capes for Christ guy.
Oh, whatever his name is. Okay.
Elijah or whatever it is.
Oh, wow. Oh, the one that they saw in the beginning.
Exactly.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So Starlight is there, and she's, Christian-y outside of the Seven.
Mm-hmm.
And Homelander also joins her because it's good publicity.
Uh-huh.
At one point, I think it's Butcher tells Huey, hey, listen, mate, you got to get back in there. I know the VIP passes to meet this guy is like $15,000, but just talk to your girl Starlight. She'll get you back there.
Uh-huh.
He talks to her, and Starlight was thinking up until this point, oh, Huey's a really good guy. He likes me just for who I am.
Uh-huh.
She gets him backstage, but she's kind of like weirded out by it because now she thinks that he's using her for her fame.
Uh-huh.
So he goes back there, and Homelander ends up baptizing Huey.
Whoa.
Yeah. So
That's it. That's different. Okay.
Homelander leaves the room, and it's just... I can never remember the guy's name, if it's Elijah, but you know who I'm talking about, the gay superhero.
Yeah, the one, I don't know what his name is either.
I should, but I just forget, and I'm bad with that stuff.
Okay.
And Huey says, I don't need money, I need to know more about Compound V, and he pulls out a cell phone video of the dude in the club, and he gives him some...
Oh, that guy. Okay.
Yeah, he gives him some information.
Yeah.
Butcher finds out that Compound V is something that they've been shipping to hospitals. And what they do is they inject babies with it. And that's how they get their superpowers.
Oh.
So he goes to this hospital, and this baby is hooked up to this IV that's just pumping Compound V. So Butcher takes the baby off of it and points it at a security guard, and the baby burns the security guard with its eyes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
This is during Belief Fest?
This is during Belief Fest.
Wow.
Meanwhile, Maeve is getting drunk, so she goes to her girlfriend's house, Elena, but they had already broken up.
Uh-huh.
And so Elena just tells her, hey, Maeve, you gotta bounce. So she's a little upset, but she leaves. And then we go back. Starlight, it actually might have been a little bit earlier. Starlight was asked, because she knows these people so well, used to do a round table with teens and discuss about your beliefs. So she does it, and she feels a little bit censored. And she's supposed to come out at the end of the festival. Goes on stage, and then she says, faith means saying what you really feel. And then she talks about the fact that she was harassed by somebody, but she doesn't say it's deep. Right, but now the word is out there. She gets off stage. She's upset with Huey. He runs into her, and he tells her, my girlfriend was killed, and that's why I've been acting so weird. It happened recently. If I remember right, he doesn't say that A-Train did it. He just says that his girlfriend was killed recently, and says that that's why I had to see this guy.
Oh.
And I believe that's where the episode ends. So those are some of the highlights.
But how did... Okay, being that I'm not going to watch this episode because I don't really want to, but how did Homelander end up baptizing Huey backstage?
Because what happened is Homelander goes to the event because it's free publicity and it makes it look like a normal human being. And these were VIP tickets, right? This Huey got into the room, and it cost $15,000 to get there. But because he knew Starlight, she got him in for free.
Oh.
Yeah.
And to make it look even better, he baptizes Huey.
Exactly.
Oh.
And Homelander even comments, because he can tell if somebody's really nervous or afraid. He's like, you look, your heart rate's really up there. Are you okay? And he's like, yeah, I'm just a little bit nervous.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Huh.
What do you think of that recap?
That's some pretty crazy stuff.
Yeah, at one point, Butcher talks to some Christians in the episode, and I thought you might be a little bit offended by some of the stuff he may have said.
Yeah, that's
even though I thought it was pretty funny.
I'm sure you did.
And I'm a good Christian.
Uh-huh.
But keep going.
I'm saved and unshaved.
What do you think of this episode?
I don't know. I'm glad I'm not watching it. I think if you let me watch, if you had me watch it, I probably would have been turned off.
Yeah.
And said, forget it. I'm not going to watch this show with you anymore.
Oh my goodness.
No, I'm serious. If I'm really honest, I mean, I would have been like, okay, forget it. I don't know why you like the show. I'm not watching it with you.
That's the one episode I think we can skip. The rest of the series, I think we can go through and watch.
Okay.
Yes. I didn't want you to get twiggled.
Twiggled?
Yeah. The next episode is so good. And I thought that if we watched this one, it would prevent you from seeing the greatness that is episode 6 of season 1.
Wow.
I almost said you're gonna love the next episode. That might be too high praise, but I think you're gonna get a lot out of it.
Oh.
Yes. Well, now I'm really glad I didn't show you the episode. I do like it a lot, but I know you.
Yeah, yeah. I think triggered is the wrong word to say that if I watched that episode. I think it would have been too painful to watch. Really?
Tell me why. Or maybe you don't have to.
Well, I mean, I think you kind of figured out why it would be. I mean, it's I don't know.
All right, so
it's painfully sad.
Yeah.
To watch.
Yeah.
Is what I'm trying to say.
Interesting. Okay.
Painfully sad to watch.
Okay. How do you feel now that Pop Claw's dead and that A-Train killed her?
Well, a good riddance to bad rubbish, I say.
Really?
I don't like her. I didn't like her from the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, she killed her landlord for no reason. She's profiting off of A-Train's fame. She's crazy.
Yes.
She's crazy. That is really interesting. Okay.
Are you surprised to find out that Butcher is not a good Christian?
I'm not.
Really?
I'm not surprised.
Okay.
Well, I mean, judging by the way that he thinks and the way he carries himself, that's why I'm very suspicious of Butcher. I don't know that his motives are exactly pure motives. I'm very suspicious of this guy.
Oh.
I mean, he may not be a villain, but he's not exactly, somebody you want to, he may not be, he may be a villain to the supes.
Yeah.
The superheroes. But he may not be like the person you want to be best friends with either.
Interesting.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to run into him in an alley.
No.
I wouldn't want him to show up at my apartment at midnight and wondering how he was able to get in. That's
you don't want to run into him at a Spice Girls concert.
No. And Frenchie's kind of, Butcher and Frenchie are like the people you don't want to mess with. Mother's Milk, I think, in some ways has his head on straight.
Yeah.
But he doesn't want to, he wants to be a family man, and he doesn't want to do any of the stuff that they're doing because it's really not good. If his wife found out, it's so weird that his name is Mother's Milk of all names. He just seems too masculine to be Mother's Milk. But I mean, yeah, Frenchie and Butcher are just not the kind of people you want to get tangled with, even if they have done some good things like made sure that Translucent was dead. Yeah. Because Translucent was definitely a corrupt person, corrupt hero. Oh. And by the way, when do they find out what really happened?
Soon. We're almost done with season 1.
Wow.
We got 3 more episodes left.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
we might even finish by the end of next weekend.
Oh goodness.
Yes.
But I mean, I'm just very suspicious of the two of them. Is what I'm trying to say. Even if they do work together in unison with Mother's Milk to take down the bad guys. Yeah. I still don't know much about Butcher, and I think he's a very angry person. You're gonna find out. Sorry to interrupt you. Yeah. You're gonna find out a big reason why he's angry in the next episode we watch. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Do I want to know why? I think you do. Okay. Well, I guess there's a method to everybody's madness, I suppose. Mm-hmm. Method to his madness. Yes. Yeah. Yes. I still don't like Madeline Stillwell, and I probably never will. No. Because she's very corrupt. I don't know how any woman like her should even have a baby. I don't know. I don't get it. Oh. It wouldn't surprise me if her baby was injected with Compound V, too. I don't think so. But I could be wrong. So the Compound V, was it kind of like an IV that was in the baby? Yeah. Oh, boy. And then through that process, a baby develops superpowers. Whoa. And so people around the world just think that superheroes are born, and they don't know that they're being drugged. Drugged by the Seven? Or drugged by the... drugged by Vought. By Vought? Yep. Wow. Huh. And they're also trying to make super villains out of these kids. Because if you have super villains, you need superheroes to save you from them. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. So the Compound V can make a baby either a super villain or a superhero. Well, it's not exactly that, but it's like, how some kids grow up and they're like
excellent, they're
Yes.
great.
Yes.
And then other kids will grow up and just be like horrible people.
Yes.
So it's kind of like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it could make them either or.
It doesn't make them either or, but if somebody is inclined to become a bad person,
right.
Well, now they have superheroes. So superheroes, now they have superpowers.
Yeah.
So it's not just like they're a regular everyday thief. Now they can really do some damage. And if somebody is inclined to be good, well, now they have the power to really make the world a better place.
Right.
But the V doesn't make them good or bad. It just enhances whatever way they're going to go.
So what you mean is they can use that power for good or for evil.
Exactly.
I see. Okay.
Yes.
And if they, okay, I think I get it. Huh. But no, I don't like Madeline. I don't like, the crazy PR person. And I don't like the people who are part of the Co-op 7.
Well, good.
Well, good.
We're almost halfway done with the series.
Wow.
Yes. And then we can move on to Ted Lasso.
Oh, goodness.
Okay, and then The Wire.
Okay.
Or at least the first season of The Wire.
Okay.
Yeah, but we'll get there when we get there.
How many seasons did they have?
They had 5 seasons.
And did you say that the seasons continuing on weren't that good?
No. Well, the first season, I can make the argument, is one of the best seasons ever broadcast on television. It's that good. The second season is horrible. The third, fourth, and fifth season aren't on the same level as the first season. Yeah. But they're pretty good. They're actually really good. So it's a really mixed bag with The Wire. Okay. Yeah. But the first season is incredible. Okay. Yeah, in my opinion. Okay. Yes. But that's just me. Okay. Okay. Yes. Oh.
Excuse me. I'm sorry.
That's okay, babes.
That was not intentional.
Okay, I believe you, babes. We took a long nap yesterday.
A little bit over an hour. I definitely needed it.
Oh, I did too. There was one point when we were talking on the couch, and I don't even know what you were saying. I was just kind of like almost falling asleep out there.
Oh, I just wanted to spend time with you and
I did too.
Sit on the couch.
Yeah.
Because I don't do that very often.
We spent a lot of time hanging out in the bedroom.
Oh.
Reading the Bible, of course.
Oh, whatever.
We do. We actually do.
Well, we have, but we haven't done that since like last week.
Oh. It's usually you reading and me shepherding you.
Okay, first off, I'm the one that reads it every morning. Mm-hmm. You do not.
Uh-oh. Mm-hmm. Well, good. Good.
Good. But yeah, that was, and then we made our pizza a little bit later than we wanted to. I think it was like at 4.
Yeah. I gotta ask you a question.
Yes.
We've now made pizza several times. Mm-hmm. And I have an old food processor, which I have offered to give you in the past. Mm-hmm. And I'm wondering, have you considered my offer again? Are you still anti-food processor?
I never said I was anti-food processor at all. I'm just saying I don't know if I'm really going to need it right now because I'm not going to be eating pizza all the time. And I'm also not going to be making bread all the time.
But you can make sauces in it. You can do other things. It helps if you're making yogurt. Mm-hmm. You don't make it in the food processor, but if you want to flavor it, it's good for that.
I'm still thinking about it. I don't know.
Okay. Tell me about this pizza.
It was super good. We put some water, for the dough we used water, flour, sugar, yeast, a little bit of apple cider vinegar. It took me a while to form the ball, but I got it rolling, but oh man, that flour is a mess.
Yeah.
Flour everywhere. And then, we put that in my mixing bowl for how long was it in there?
Roughly an hour. Maybe a little bit less.
An hour on the counter. Preheated the oven to, was it 400, 450?
I think we just said 400.
400?
Yeah, I mean, we could have gone higher, but I was just like, no, let's just go 400.
Yeah, and I don't have a pizza stone.
I know. If you would have had the pizza stone, I would have cranked it up to 500.
Okay. And I think it would have been an incredible crust, but our crust was still good. So we had the we took the dough and piled it with our our tomato sauce, barbecue sauce, which was really good. Cheese,
garlic.
Cheese, some minced garlic, and some olives. It was super good. It was a simple pizza, but it was really, really good.
Yeah.
We cooked the pizza for about 35 minutes.
No, we cooked it for 15 minutes, babes.
Why did I say 35? I'm sorry.
I don't know.
I thought it was longer. Okay, it was 15.
Dyslexic.
Hey, I am not
Stop. Tickle wall?
Hey.
Oh, tickle wall?
No diagnosis. You say sorry.
Tickle.
Ow. Okay.
Oh, you right, babes?
That tickle too. Your nails are hurting.
Oh. My nails aren't that long, babes.
Yeah, but they're getting longer. My nails are getting longer too.
No. Feel my nails, babes. They're not that long.
No, but you were digging into in the back of my knee, bub. Hold on. Let me try something. Let me show you something. You're like this.
Oh my goodness.
See, that hurt.
Well, I thought we were in war.
Tickle woo.
Okay.
Anyway, back to what I was saying.
Yes. Two dyslexics sitting in bed. One of them just wants some food. Ouch. All right. Keep going, babes.
Anyway. I am not dyslexic.
Oh, I thought we had a truce. You tell me we have a war going. Oh, you all right, babes?
Yeah. Okay.
Truce? For real?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. At least until the end of this episode.
Oh, my goodness.
Well, we'll see. Anyway, so we took the pizza out, and it was really good.
Yeah. And I think I'm going to take a slice home with me.
Yes, we'll see.
Well, good.
Yes, we will see.
Good.
It turned out really good, and I'm glad that you had the idea of putting barbecue sauce on there, because I'm like, oh, I should look to see if it's still there.
Yeah.
It tasted really good.
Mm-hmm. We just put a little bit on. We're not.
No, we didn't
crazy about it.
No, it was really good.
And that's honestly mostly that's because we didn't really make a homemade sauce last night.
Yeah.
We could have taken the time to chop up some garlic and an onion and gotten some San Marzanos, but it was kind of like done on the fly.
It was, and we were kind of tired anyway, so we wanted to make it a simple pizza and not worry about sauces. But maybe if we do it again, we'll plan it better and make a sauce.
I kind of want to do next weekend, babes. I don't know if you're down for this. Pasta and garlic rosemary bread.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That might be an idea.
Yeah. Make the bread from scratch.
With the dough and everything?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
It's not that hard, babes.
Well, we will. Well, that's true. We did it yesterday.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So that's an idea.
Garlic rosemary bread, is that pretty much like...
I guess it's just like rosemary bread. But
like garlic bread itself, or...
No, it has rosemary in it, babes.
No. I mean, is it kind of comparable to garlic bread? It's
comparable, except with the rosemary taste to it, yeah. We roast a head of garlic first, though.
Oh.
Yeah.
What about, have you ever made like a garlic and butter sauce for it?
I've done that before. We could possibly do that for our roasted garlic rosemary bread. Mm-hmm. We could do that potentially.
I mean, we don't have to do it.
Yeah.
We could just put some butter on top of it and call it good.
That's true, babes.
Yeah.
Butter, maybe a little bit of cheese, melt the cheese over it.
Yeah.
If we're going to have pasta.
Like a butter cheese bread.
Mm-hmm.
Not me.
Yes. So anyways, we did that. What were we listening to? You played me some Patti LaBelle and the Blue Balls.
The Blue Bells.
Okay.
Patti LaBelle and the Blue Bells. That was her first band. I didn't know that they ran out of songs for the playlist.
Yeah.
So then I switched it to the Shirelles.
And unfortunately, we always have to skip Mama Said because it reminds me of the constipation since it was in those commercials.
The KO Peptate commercials?
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah. Mama said there'll be poops like this. Just...
Oh my goodness.
I don't think of it, but he always thinks about that.
I can't listen to that song anymore.
Just like you can't listen to Dock of the Bay?
Oh, God, I guess we have to tell this story. So I was in a band.
Before pre-Jaylo.
Yeah, this was a pre-Jaylo musical thing. And you know how you have a bassist in the band, and sometimes the bassist will have to sing a song? Well, maybe you don't know that, but sometimes it happens. And our bassist wanted to sing Sitting on the Dock of the Bay. I didn't really like this person's rendition of it.
Ew.
But because I heard it so much, I love Otis Redding, and I used to love that song. I have to skip it every time now. I can't listen to Sitting on the Dock of the Bay anymore.
You can't listen. You have to. Is there a way that you can turn it off and say, okay, that was a part of my life that I don't want to go back to? And
if there is, I haven't found that way.
Wow.
Yeah, but Otis is great, and I understand why that is a great song. I'm just saying that I can't hear it anymore if I'm by myself or with you.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I guess it's comparable to listening to a song that you've hated for a long time. You just can't listen to it.
No, but I used to really enjoy that song.
Okay.
So, but not anymore, babes.
Oh,
we were talking about Taylor Swift this morning because I don't listen to the radio as far as music goes, really. I mean, I'll play some college radio stations or BBC Six.
Yeah.
But I don't listen to mainstream radio.
Okay.
Or watch MTV. I probably haven't seen MTV since the early 2000s.
Wow, that's I mean, I saw some MTV after the early 2000s, but it was going downhill pretty fast.
I believe the last thing I watched on MTV on a regular basis was Made.
I did like Made, but I also the one show that I only watch on MTV now is Catfish. It's kind of interesting.
Okay, I don't watch that, but because of this, I don't hear a lot of Taylor Swift's music. That said, the few songs that have creeped through, I've really enjoyed. I like that song "Mean," which I know is probably like a song for little girls, but I enjoyed it.
I like that I can talk. I like that song too.
Yeah, I think it's probably a song that if you're a 12 or 13-year-old girl, you're going to really dig it. But what can I say? Rick enjoys it. So.
I think at the time that she recorded her first album, I think she was 17.
Is Mean from that album?
It wouldn't surprise me. I've never bought any of her albums, so I really don't know. I personally liked her country stuff better.
Okay.
I like the song that she did called You Belong With Me. That was one of her country hits.
Nice.
The one pop hit that I liked was that I really thought was kind of fun was We Are Never Ever Ever Getting Back Together.
Yeah, and I've heard that one, and that one's kind of cool. And then the other song, when I was a counselor back in the days, the girls who, were going to the camp would sing, hey there, they're playing our song. The one we used to sing when we used to get along. And that one sounded kind of cool.
Yeah, that was her first big hit, I think, was Our Song.
Yeah, you know more about it
Our Song is, yeah.
But
and then she did Love Story, which is...
Yes. So we were talking about Taylor Swift this morning, and I don't know a lot about her, but she seems pretty cool. And Kanye West is an asshole, so...
he did not have to do that. I thought that was ridiculous. But
yeah, but he's full of himself. He's just somebody.
All right. Well, we are not talking about Kanye West. We're talking about Taylor Swift.
Alana doesn't like me to badmouth him because he's a Trump supporter.
Okay, you know what?
Oh, tickle war? Tickle war? Oh.
But I'm telling you, you're digging yourself into a hole. All right.
All right, with the tickle war, son? Okay. So, back to Miss Swift. One thing that Alana was telling me that shocked the hell out of me, and I honestly think that it's just a PR move. There's no way in hell this is true.
Yeah, but yeah.
You gonna let me say the thing?
No. He thinks it isn't true. I said
we gotta say what the thing is, though, babes.
Okay. I told him.
Go ahead.
I think because I've told you this. I think I should say it. I told him that I heard, and I wasn't sure if it was true, that Taylor Swift is a virgin. Whether or not she is, I don't really care.
We asked Miss A, and she says that it's true.
But then that could have changed between when she came out with it, which I can't remember when she did or whatever, because she's been known in the press to go out with a lot of guys. One of them being, I think there was rumors that she went out with John Mayer, but I really could care less about her sex life, and I don't really care if she is or not. I mean, whatever she does, it's not affecting me, so it doesn't really matter. But pessimistic boy over here.
Pessimistic boy.
Pessimistic and cynical boy over here says, "Oh, I just a PR stunt."
It is.
Well, some people come out with stuff like that, and I don't necessarily think it may not be a PR stunt. You don't know that.
Does that, so rich, powerful, young lady who has access to a lot of men is still a virgin. Does that at all sound true to you?
It could be. It could be. I mean, there was some people that were fairly famous that came out and said that they were virgins until they married. So,
who?
Adriana Lima.
Who's that?
Model.
Okay,
Enrique Iglesias.
No.
Yes, he was. Jessica Simpson was.
Really?
Yes.
Ah, stop. Oh, you just flipped my nipple.
Oh, sorry.
I thought this was a tickle. Truth. I didn't know we were in the tickle one.
I'm sorry.
All right.
No, I'm just saying, Bubs, I'm sorry. Did I hurt you?
Yeah, you kind of did.
I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I didn't mean to hurt you. I'm just saying, Bubs, you can't always assume that just because somebody comes out and says that they're virgins or what have you, that just because they're rich and powerful, that isn't true.
Can I make an argument? I'm going to make an argument.
No.
Okay. Enrique Iglesias, his dad was Julio Iglesias, right?
Yes.
And so his dad's super famous. I'm assuming that his dad was religious.
I don't know.
And,
I mean, and by the way, let me just come off the record and say that not every person who has claimed to be virgins are necessarily religious either.
Okay. Well, let's run down this list a little bit. Okay. So his dad is probably religious and probably super rich. So don't you think that there's probably an incentive?
Yeah, but you're coming off. You're basically saying it's probably true, but you don't know if it's true or not, because I don't know much about Julio Iglesias.
All right, so let's go.
I heard that he was some kind of a heartthrob or whatever, but I don't know much about Julio Iglesias.
I'm assuming that Enrique Iglesias probably had to say that publicly so he would get left in the will. But that could just be me.
No, I think that's just you, bud.
Let's go to, who is that model's name?
Adriana Lima.
Adriana Lima.
And I don't know much about her, but I think she has since gotten married and has a child.
How did that happen?
I heard that she came out at one time and said that she was one. I was reading about it. Was I reading about it in a magazine or was it something online? I can't remember what it was, but there are people that are famous that have come out. Another person, AC Green. He's now married, by the way.
Who's AC Green?
AC Green was an ex-football player.
Okay.
He has come out. He has since married. But he has come out and said a long time ago that he was a virgin and that he wasn't going to do what a lot of his football player mates were doing. And he's really come out and said that. So I really don't think that a lot of people who have come out and said that they were virgins are necessarily lying about it.
Do you think it's possible, babes, that AC Green probably suffered some traumatic head injuries early on?
Of course not. Of course not. I think it's I honestly think it's counterproductive to think, or not counterproductive. I don't think it's right to assume that just because people are virgins, they have something wrong with their heads.
Okay.
Because there are people that make choices and their choices may not be like what everybody else's choices are, but they're not bad or they're not stupid because they decided that they wanted to save themselves for whoever it is.
Wow. So let me ask you about
their choice.
Okay, let me ask you about Jessica.
And if
Simpson.
if a person wants to be promiscuous, that's their choice too.
Let's talk about Jessica Simpson for a minute. So she claims that she was a virgin until she got married.
Until she married Nick Lachey. But here's the thing that's interesting about her.
Go ahead.
She got married to Nick Lachey. They got divorced a few years later. But then she gave up her squeaky clean thing and started dating people like Tony Romo and I think she dated John Mayer. And it was pretty evident that she was sleeping with people because I don't know if I want to get into that part. Do you know what did you hear about the one thing that John Mayer said about Jessica Simpson?
No, I don't follow that world that much.
I'm afraid that I heard about that, but I think it's beside the point.
Do you want to tell me what you heard?
Well, he made this, I don't know why he came out with this comment, but he compared Jessica Simpson to sexual napalm.
Oh, maybe she was a virgin then. So he said basically
no,
that she wasn't
a
good
virgin
in bed?
after. No, she was. You know what napalm is, right?
Napalm's like a bomb.
Yeah.
They used it in Vietnam, right?
No, but basically what he was saying was he was using it as a compliment to her, but a lot of people were coming out against him and saying, "Why are you talking about your relationship that way?"
Cancel culture going awry.
No, he wasn't canceled.
Okay.
They were just raking him over the coals for it.
Nice.
But what I'm saying is that she wasn't a virgin after she was married, and she decided to date other men and sleep with other men, and I guess it got out in the press. But
nice.
That
she developed her own way of thinking. Keep going, babes.
But all I'm saying is, because I think we're going way too much into a rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Is that just because people come out and say that they're virgins and they're famous, that doesn't make them bad or stupid for it, and it also doesn't make them liars.
Okay, and all I'm trying to say is, when you told me that thing about Taylor Swift, even though Miss A backed you up, and I love her, and you.
And it's in it, by the way.
Okay, what else? I still think this sounds like something that a publicity guy did.
I would challenge you to really look into this if you really want to know if it's a publicity stunt, because when people I honestly think that people that say this kind of information are really bold to do it, because this world is very sexually saturated. Would you agree?
To some extent.
Yes, it's over-sexualized. And in an age where women are very sexualized, I honestly think it's a bold move for someone to come out and say, yeah, I'm still a virgin.
Well,
in this age.
I will tell you what I'm going to do. As you know, I have practiced gynecology in the past.
No, you haven't.
Without a medical license, because who needs one of those?
You've never been a gynecologist.
And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my butter knife and I'm going to go to meet Taylor Swift and offer to give her a free pap smear.
Ow!
You don't do it with a butter knife.
No.
Okay. Well,
no.
I'll take like one of those ice cream scoops.
Oh. Okay, this is really bad. That sounds painful.
Oh, okay.
And you're supposed to use it with speculums.
You're
supposed to perform those kinds of procedures with a speculum.
We'll take one of those too.
Oh, okay.
And then we'll go.
Okay. All right. I think we should stop this now. I think we should talk about something else, please.
All right, let's... we had a fun aside this morning. When we woke up, we were in bed, and we were talking about...
You know what to talk about a bed, don't you?
We're in bed right now, babes.
Let's talk about my bed.
Okay.
What? My goodness.
Alana, this morning...
Yeah.
We were talking about blindness and people who want to get their sight back.
Yes.
And I came up with scenarios what it would be like if both of us had full vision. One, by the way, I believe they're going to cure blindness one day, but I don't think it's going to be in our lifetime.
I don't believe it.
So I'm not one of those blind people who's like, I'm going to get my vision, man. I'm looking for a cure right now. I think those people are idiots.
I would agree. I mean, if they have to be real about this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what did you think of my scenarios?
Yeah, I love how you tried to vilify me and say, yeah, you're going to be a total villain.
So let me get the scenarios. I said that if I was sighted, I'd probably be like a trillionaire by now because I would have made all the correct investments and I would be donating my life to philanthropy. And I said that Alana would probably be this like supermodel who's rich and treats people horribly and eventually gets engaged and married to Osama bin Laden and gets canceled by Twitter for talking about, you know who I really love, my new husband, Osama bin Laden. And you post pictures of you with him from the cave.
It's too bad he's dead.
Well, history would have changed.
Oh, you mean like if I got married in 2005 or something?
Yeah, you would have gotten married to him in 2005. Twitter comes out in like 2006 or 7, and you would have posted pictures of you and him in the cave saying, hey, I'm just partying up with my husband, Osama bin Laden. He's great.
Oh, and then I made the joke about Muammar Gaddafi.
Yeah.
What if he was basically saying that I would marry a terrorist or something.
And then use your money to support terrorist causes.
I was like, what? Why is it that you're painting yourself like, oh, if I could see, I'd be a total good person and a Christian at that. But then you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be a supermodel who marries a terrorist.
Yes.
Oh, you're so strange.
You weren't necessarily a fan of my scenarios, no. But they did make you laugh.
They made me laugh because of the absurdity of them.
Well, good.
It's ridiculous, Wixen.
Oh my goodness. I love you more than you love Osama bin Laden. I want to say that right now.
I love you more than your ridiculous scenarios.
Thank you, babes.
I had to laugh because you have quite a crazy imagination.
Really?
Yes.
Nice.
You do.
Nice.
Interesting that you would say I would be a supermodel, considering that I really hated the modeling classes that I took when I was like 11 and 12. Ugh.
I thought when there was a period of time to where we weren't really exclusive, but we were talking on the phone all the time, right? And
right.
You had told me, it was so horrible. My parents put me and my twin into modeling classes when we were really young.
No, wait. I didn't think it was horrible until, it wasn't like so horrible that I never wanted to go to class, but I just didn't like it because it was too visual.
Yeah. And see, if you were sighted, you might appreciate it more. And then you would have become a supermodel and met, Osama. But You're not going to marry Osama bin Laden now, babes. I'm sorry to break it to you. Your husband's dead.
Why would I want to marry somebody like that?
And this will make you unhappy even more. He was killed because of President Obama.
Oh wow!
No, I love you, babes.
Oh my goodness!
Yes. Now you have another reason to hate Obama.
Wow.
I love you, babes.
Oh my goodness.
But I'm glad you thought what I said was funny.
It's funny yet very absurd.
Yes,
and actually, it's not believable.
Oh. I don't know if we're going to do this, but we could potentially call this episode Jaylo bin Laden.
No.
I think that would probably be a little bit too controversial.
Yeah, I don't think we would get a lot of people listening to this.
No.
I think you should really think about that.
We're not going to do that.
Yeah.
But what we are going to do, babes, is you haven't kissed me since the attack. Since you attacked me.
Well, I haven't.
And twisted my titties.
What? I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry.
I still love you.
You want me to do it again?
No. Oh, you just farted.
I'm just...
Stinko.
No, I didn't.
I heard that, babes.
Did I?
Whoa, Stinko.
No, I didn't.
Whoa,
I think you're hearing things.
All right, well, give me a kiss.
I think you're hearing things.
Give me a kiss.
Just like you heard what I said yesterday.
What did you say yesterday?
The thing that you had to edit.
Oh, yeah. Okay, well, give me a kiss.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not editing this out.
Mm. Can you edit that one out?
No.
Please?
It really smells.
Oh, what evs?
So here's a question, since we're talking about farting.
Oh, no.
No. We're not going to go down the weird rabbit hole. At least I don't think we are.
Oh.
I've noticed, and I think every bodily functions are cool. I don't find farting as funny as a lot of people.
I never said it was funny.
Well, this wasn't necessarily directed to you, my comment.
Oh, wait, okay.
Okay, I mean, it can be on occasion, but I'm not like, oh, somebody farted, that's the funniest thing ever.
Okay.
A lot more women now are making fart jokes.
Who?
Well, you.
No, I'm not making fart jokes.
Not on here, but you do in real life.
What evs?
But, and my question is for you, do you think that's because society has changed in the way to where more women feel like they have to make fart jokes?
Who's making fart jokes?
A lot of women. You are.
Who?
You.
No.
Or.
What are you talking about?
You do.
No, I don't.
Yes. Okay.
I do not.
Then imaginary women.
Oh. No. You gotta name another woman.
I don't want to say any names.
Well, just mention.
Well, a lot of female stand-up comedians. Let's put it to you that way.
Who?
I can't think of names off the top.
Oh, see. Okay, so you don't basically.
No. Here's my question, babes. Let me ask the question.
Oh goodness.
Is it that society has changed so women feel like they have to make fart jokes? Or is it that society has changed to where women can be more open about it and not hide it behind closed doors?
I don't know if it's either or.
Okay.
I honestly think maybe because if women stand-up comics make any fart jokes, which I've never heard of before, I never thought that a female stand-up comic would do that, but what do I know? Mm-hmm. Maybe it's because they're thinking of the most weirdest thing that people could joke about, and some people make jokes about the bathroom, and then people end up talking about bodily functions, right?
Yeah.
Because they think it's funny. I don't know.
Interesting.
Who was the last comedian you heard that actually made a joke like that?
I can't remember off the top of my head, but I'm sure I've heard something.
But you can name male comedians who have made fart jokes, right?
I guess. But I love you, babes.
There was a song by by this person named Strangely Brown called "Girls Don't Fart," and
Okay.
I'm serious. That is a song.
Yes.
It's kind of a funny song too.
Oh, good, babes. Good. Yes. Anyways.
Wow.
I was just thinking as soon as we start recording, I'm going to hear a lot of fart jokes.
No.
Okay.
I'm not.
All right. Well, give me another kiss.
I think you should edit it.
No. All right, give me a kiss.
Please.
Give me a kiss.
Yeah, I have a say in it.
Okay, good. Give me a kiss. All right, babes. We
Yes.
watched some movies last night. Unless there's anything you want to discuss before we get there.
I think we discussed quite a bit, but I think we should talk about the movies now. I don't think we want to go into the fart rabbit hole, right? Because we tend to do that, don't we?
No, you brought us there, actually.
I did not bring us there.
Yes, you did.
No, you were the one who brought it up. Okay.
Because you did fart.
Hey, you're hearing things.
Okay,
You're hearing things.
I'm sure I am, and I'm also smelling things.
Oh, what the...
All right, now, let's get to the movies. What did we watch last night?
Farting Kane and no, Citizen Kane, Citizen Kane and all the president's farts. I mean, all the president's men.
I thought you never used farts in your humor.
No, I usually don't, but because you were laughing at it so much, I thought I'd make you laugh even more.
Oh my goodness. Let's start with Citizen Kane.
Yes.
I think I may have said this here, but the summer of 98 into the fall was a very good time for seeing classic movies. Uh-huh. Because I know AFI does this every couple of years, the American Film Institute, but for some reason I noticed it a lot in 98 when they released their list of the 100 greatest films ever made. The top of that list was Citizen Kane. And I remember that summer going to see Raging Bull, The King and I believe one other movie on the list at Cinemagic, because they did these special screenings and they would have a film historian come in and talk about the movies. But Citizen Kane I actually watched at school.
Did you see The King and I?
I did.
Did you like it?
I did. We watched it together.
Did we?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm not The King and I. The Man Who Would Be King.
I wanted to watch The King
and I.
The
Man Who Would Be King.
I think The King and I is a musical, but I heard it's really good.
Okay, well, I meant The Man Who Would Be King.
I think we should watch it.
Okay.
The King and I, not The Man Who Would Be King.
We already saw that. The Man Who Would Be King.
I know.
Yes.
I said The King and I. Anyway, go on.
I'm dyslexic.
Go on.
And that was the first time I saw Citizen Kane.
Mm-hmm.
I have a copy of it.
Mm-hmm.
I've wanted to watch it since, but I just never gotten around to it.
Mm-hmm.
Jaylo had never seen it.
No, I've heard about Citizen Kane, but I thought, oh, that's got to be a boring movie.
Supposedly loosely based on the life of William Randolph Hearst, who was a horrible human being.
But I was so surprised because it was an intense movie, but I mean, there was so much in it.
Mm-hmm.
And so much, I mean, I did get a lot out of it, but it was an intense movie, but it was a good intensity.
Would you like me to give a brief recap? Or do you want to?
I'll give a brief recap and then we can chime in.
Go ahead.
So basically, Charles Foster Kane, you see him dead dying in his palace. That his estate is called Xanadu, and the last word that he says is rosebud. People are trying to figure out, what is that? What does that mean? And so the reports are coming out that he lived in a palace that he called Xanadu. Talks about his first and second wives, that both of them have divorced him. One of them has died with his son. The other one was a singer and left him years later. And it talks about what kind of person he was. He was what did he do? He was a writer.
He owned a newspaper conglomerate, but it basically started off with the Inquirer.
Yes, started with the Inquirer, and in the movie, you see him flash back to when he was a little boy. I think he might have been 10.
Somewhere around then, yeah.
And that he was taken away from both of his parents and given to Mr. Thatcher.
A rich dude.
Yes, and would you chime in, please?
He doesn't want to go with Mr. Thatcher, but Thatcher bought this kid from the mom. And one of the reasons the mother was so quick to sell him was she really wanted these new earrings, and she also thought that it would be best for her son to get away from the dad. It's implied that the dad
is very abusive.
Yeah.
Very physically abusive, yeah.
So Thatcher gives this kid all the money he could want, but he doesn't give him really love. He sees him as like a toy that he can take care of.
Right, and he's just the guardian that took him away from his parents.
Mm-hmm. I almost called him Hearst, but Kane grows up, gets a lot of money when he turns 25, and buys the Inquirer. Grows his empire, and kind of gets an interesting reputation around town because of some things he does.
Right. He, yeah. Well, I should mention that after he dies, a lot of people have accused him of being a fascist and a communist.
Yeah, like he runs for governor. It comes out that he's cheating on his wife.
Yep.
So he loses the election and calls for a recount. Now, you never hear of a politician who had money growing up and was a media figure and cheated on their wife calling for a recount in an election. But this is a movie.
Yeah,
that would never happen in real life. A politician saying we need a recount of an election and there was election fraud. But in the movie it does. And he ends up leaving his first wife for the second Mrs. Kane.
Who's Susan Susan Alexander, Kane.
He decides that she needs to become an opera star. He builds this opera house. And somebody at the paper who's close to him gives it a bad review.
A very bad review.
And Charles Foster Kane says, well, listen, I'm going to work on this. You started this review, but I'm going to finish it. And it'll be a bad review of my wife. But the consequence of that is you no longer work for me. You're fired.
Yep.
She reads the review and freaks out and says, how could you let this go out in one of your newspapers?
How could you fire the guy that has worked for you for a long time?
No, she's not freaked out over that. She's upset that the review got published in his newspaper.
Right.
She could see it from the competition, but not from him.
Right.
And she finds out that he wired the guy, I think $25,000.
Mm.
It's either 25 or 50 grand. I can't remember which.
Right.
Their marriage falls apart because she doesn't just want to stay at home at Xanadu like he does.
Yeah.
And she feels like whenever he has a social event, people feel obligated to come.
Uh-huh.
And that they're not really his friends, they're more just hangers-on who are afraid to lose their job because he's so powerful.
And in the meantime, he's controlling her. He doesn't care about what she wants. She wants to do something fun and take a vacation, and she feels like she's cooped up in a big palace.
Mm-hmm. She eventually ends up leaving. He gets freaked out, starts tearing up her room.
Oh, it tears up a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
There was glass everywhere, and has a total meltdown.
And he basically ends up dying alone.
And he says Rosebud.
Rosebud, we find out at the end, even though the reporter is investigating this, don't put it together, was the sled he was riding the day he found out that his mom sold him off.
And that was yes.
And
it
gets
burned
burned at the end of the movie, yeah.
And I'm like, wow, they burned it.
It's not my favorite film that's ever been made, but it's a great movie.
I gave it an 8.
Yeah.
And that says a lot. I mean, that was an intense movie, but it was good.
Mm-hmm.
It was very good.
Yeah, I think the only other movie you've given an 8 to is The Man from Earth.
Ugh.
No, I'm joking, babe.
Oh, no, I wasn't even close to an 8.
No. That was like a 2.
Yeah.
If that.
It was bad. Maybe a 2 or 3. I can't remember what it was.
Yeah, it gets a 2 or 3 because it's a really good premise. But the movie itself is...
Oh, it's
Don't watch that movie. Watch Citizen Kane instead. Let's not talk about that trash.
No, it's terrible.
Movie.
It's garbage.
Hearst was pissed off when he saw a screening of this film, to the point where he wouldn't allow any advertising of this movie in any of his newspapers. I believe somebody from one of his papers saw the movie, didn't know about the boycott, and wrote a positive review about it, and was fired.
Wow.
And was blackballed by William Randolph Hearst.
Wow.
We can't talk about this film without discussing him a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, Orson Welles is going to take some liberties, and it's not going to be exactly like the life of Hearst.
Yeah.
But what do you think we can learn about vindictiveness from not really the movie, but from how it was released, and how William Randolph Hearst tried to suppress it any way he could?
Wow. Well, I mean, that's interesting.
Yeah, I think it was so bad that Orson Welles wasn't even interviewed for by a Hearst newspaper or publication until the early 80s, decades after Hearst had died.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, and is that when that movie got more notoriety?
Well, it was always respected. It got a nomination for Best Picture when it was released.
Mm-hmm.
But its reputation just grew over time. Yeah, it's not like It's a Wonderful Life and they just started airing it on TV. People always liked it. It was just a matter of it couldn't get a lot of press because of William Randolph Hearst.
Yeah, that lady who played Susan Alexander was really good.
Yeah, but what does this movie, or the marketing of it, or the failure to market of it, say about the vindictiveness?
I don't have any comment on that one.
Mm.
Do you have one?
To me, what it tells you is be very careful when you mess with powerful people.
True, especially if they get you fired at a moment's notice.
Or make sure that people don't hear about your film, or if they do, it's in a negative light, you know. Mm-hmm. And that's one reason I really like when people stand up to the powerful, you know, is because I think of something like this.
William Randolph Hearst, tell me again, is that's Patty Hearst's grandfather?
Yes, and he ran a bunch of newspapers. He helped villainize marijuana back in the 30s and get it criminalized, not because he had a problem with the drug, but because of the way hemp manufacturing was coming into its own. And so what he would do is he would run articles in his newspapers about Mexican workers are smoking weed and raping white women. And that was partially responsible to get it criminalized. He did stuff like that. He messed with the ecosystem. He was a bad man.
Mm. Well, yeah. He's dead now.
He's dead now. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
What does this film teach us about building walls?
Well, so judging by Charles Foster Kane's childhood, right? Because he was ripped away from his parents, probably wasn't explained to him why.
Yeah. I'm
guessing because he resented Mr. Thatcher for taking him away, and he didn't even understand why. And I think and especially since he was taking from a maybe not so loving family to an even more not so loving situation, he built up more walls so that nobody could understand him, to let him into his life, and that's why he was the way he was to people, including his wives. Yeah. Didn't have any, he did not understand what real emotional intimacy was. So I guess he became detached. That's just my opinion. Would you agree?
I would agree. I'm going to ask now a very controversial question, but it's not about politics.
All right.
Or sexism or anything like that.
Okay.
And I want to think how I phrase this so I don't. Okay, so I'm just going to say it, and we'll see. I'll work on this as I'm saying it. Charles Foster Kane is a super rich guy, and I've known rich people who feel like they always have to pay for things. And at first it's kind of cool, like, hey, this is my rich friend and he's buying me...
He's taking me out.
Yeah, or she is, because I've also known some women like this.
Yeah.
Right? But at some point it becomes like they're buying my friendship.
Right. I can understand that.
What I want to know from you is, do you think it's possible for rich people, and I'm not talking about people who are just kind of successful, but people who are rich, to have regular friends where they're just friends, and there's no like, I'm buying your friendship.
Stipulation.
Yeah, there's no stipulations.
Well, don't you have one?
I do.
You have one that doesn't show off their money.
Yeah, and when we go out, sometimes I'll buy him dinner, sometimes he'll buy it for me. But it's not like, oh, I'm paying for this rich guy, and how insulting is that he's going to let poor Rick buy the meal or anything.
Right.
It's just like,
I think it's possible if.
But just to clarify, me and him also had some very unique life experiences together.
Right, exactly.
Yeah. But go ahead.
I guess what I'm trying to say is, I think it's possible. I think it's possible for any rich person to have friends if they really want friends. But I do hear a lot that some rich people, when they've got anything money can buy, everything money can buy, they're so lonely and all they have is stuff. they don't have anybody else to share it with.
What do you think makes a difference between Charles Foster Kane and, let's say, a rich friend that I have?
Well, Charles Foster Kane didn't grow up in the best situations.
Mm-hmm.
And if given the chance, if he had more love in his life, more caring people that actually looked out for him, he probably would have been a better person to his wife. And he wouldn't have had, she wouldn't have left him. And his second wife wouldn't have left him. And so all he's got are stuff, his estate, which had horses and, things that you would have wanted, right? But that's all stuff. It's all stuff, it's fleeting. But people can't be replaced. Relationships are irreplaceable. Mm. And he has filled his life with stuff and not relationships. And I think if he had a relationship-rich childhood and adulthood, it probably would have turned out a lot better for him.
So it's not just enough to grow up with money. There also has to be a level of love there.
Absolutely. I think with anybody, whether you're poor or rich or in the middle. Yeah. If you didn't have a supportive family, you probably would have a hard time making friends and having healthy relationships because of it.
Interesting.
And, you would have had a different outlook on life.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. You wouldn't be so emotionally stable.
The scene that really got to me when rewatching this movie was when his second wife is about to leave him. Yeah. And he doesn't want her to go. He says he'll do anything for her not to leave.
That was a little bit disturbing because he's like, I'm not going to let you go. Mm-hmm. Right? I'm not going to let you go. And already I'm thinking this guy is really controlling. And I'm guessing, well, does he really love her and doesn't want her to go? Or does he realize, well, this is my second wife. I can't look like I'm an idiot for letting another person go. Mm. Or, because he invested so much in her singing career, that means he's going to be losing money. Is it that he's going to be losing money, or is it because he's going to be losing her? So I don't know. I thought it was a very sad and disturbing scene to watch.
This is going to sound like a weird question, but follow me with this, right?
All right.
We have celebrities in our culture, mm-hmm. like John Mayer or Taylor Swift or whoever it is. Yeah. And they come on TV. They sound like they have these perfect, amazing lives. Mm-hmm. Then we find out that things aren't exactly great behind the scenes. Yes. I mean, with any celebrity, I'm sure it's a mixed bag, right?
It is a mixed bag. Not every case is the same.
But what I am interested from your perspective is, how many celebrities today who act like they're living the perfect life are actually more like Charles Foster Kane, where they feel isolated and alone in the world, than feel like Taylor Swift, who's not having any sex and is just having a blast in life?
Okay, I don't know why I had to mention that, but...
Sorry. I was trying my attempt at levity, but still wanting to ask a serious question.
It's not a very good attempt. Anyway, well, I can only think of people that are dead now, like Elvis Presley. Yeah. Rich guy, he made a lot of records. He got involved with a bunch of women, married one of them, but at the end of the day, I heard that he was very, very lonely, and
that's actually a really good comparison.
Drank a lot, did drugs a lot, just completely wasted his life. Mm-hmm.
I didn't even think of Elvis. That's a great one. Yeah. Do you think that there are a lot of celebrities today who feel more like Charles Foster Kane than feel like Taylor Swift?
Oh, the only ones that I can think of are the ones that are dead.
But do you think that
it's possible? It's possible. Mm. I mean, it is possible.
Yeah.
I can't think of any right now, but we never know. I mean, tomorrow something could come out that some rich person who lives in a I don't know, whatever, a palace or even a mansion. It doesn't matter who it is, by the way.
Yeah.
They could be like, oh, I had this horrible addiction to painkillers or whatever it is, and the reason why is because I don't have anyone to call at 3 a.m. in the morning when I can't go to bed.
You know who else I'm thinking of right now?
Who?
And I don't know if it's exactly the same, is Hugh Hefner.
Oh, yeah.
So I know he died a few years ago, but
it's a good example.
Was in his late 80s. I think supposedly he was still dating women in their 20s. But
he was supposed to marry a 24-year-old named Crystal something or other.
Yeah, but who knows what those relationships were really like. He had a publishing empire. Mm-hmm. And he basically, from what I could tell, spent all of his time at home.
And he was at one time he was married with children, and I can't remember what happened with that marriage, but he had this, the Playboy Mansion, had any kind of movie he wanted, but it seemed like his life was so consumed with sex and women, and whatever, that mansion, and even some of the women that used to live in the mansion left.
I have a pretty good friend. And so there's a documentary about Hugh Hefner that came out a few years ago. Mm. I have not seen it.
Okay.
But she has.
Okay.
And one day we're talking on the phone and she says, Rick, you've really got to watch this Hugh Hefner thing. It's amazing. And she says one of the key takeaways that she had was that he got married fairly young, I think right after World War II, and this was before Playboy came out. Mm-hmm. And if I'm remembering the story right, because it was a few years ago, he found out that his first wife cheated on him. And his revenge was to become like hypersexual through the use of Playboy magazine.
Wow. But it didn't seem like it got him anywhere. I'm sure he had some fun. Well, I
don't want to make it sound like it was all horrible.
No, but yeah, he had an empire. Yes, he was rich. Yes, he had a mansion. Yes, he had as many girlfriends as he wanted, but it just seemed to me like, was his life really that great?
I want to be fair. I'm sure there was times where it was a lot of fun being Hugh Hefner. I'm sure there were times where
probably, but for a moment.
Yeah, where I would look in on his life and be like, damn, that dude's, he's big pimping, right? But I bet near the end of his life, there was also a fair amount of loneliness. And that he experienced that off and on throughout his time on this planet. I could be wrong. But that's just how I feel.
But I also think, well, what about those young girls that were living... some of them were in their 20s and 30s. Mm-hmm. But what about those young girls that were living in his mansion, and one of the girls was chosen to be, staying in his bedroom, which I thought was really, really creepy. What could they be thinking? Like, oh, this isn't going to last very long. One of the girls left. And the only reason why I know that is because I heard it on the news, and I thought, okay, one of the girls, Kendra Wilkinson, left. She left and got married. Holly Madison left and got married. Holly Madison actually was his number one girlfriend at one time.
I did not know any of this.
And I think she's around my age. And she left, and those are the only two that I know that actually left the situation.
No, I'm sure there were many throughout the years, and you just heard about some of the ones near the end of his life.
But I'm thinking, I wonder what those young girls are feeling like. Well, this guy is just using me because of what happened with his first wife, and I know this is not going to. I'm not going to be here forever.
I don't know if they looked at it like that deeply or even saw the documentary.
But I wonder if that's how they see it. Yeah.
I mean, in some, I agree with you that he was using them, but also they were probably using him for publicity.
They were using him for
sure.
So
it's a mutual relationship.
Oh yeah. I completely agree that they were using him because of his money.
Yeah.
But I wonder when he realized that people were, women were leaving, like, oh, okay, well, who's the next one that's going to go?
Mm-hmm.
Am I going to die by myself? Which he probably did.
I don't know, to be honest.
I'm just guessing. I don't know because, I mean, I wonder how lonely he was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, again, had a lot of fun, too. So, it's a mixed bag. And I'm sure, I'm talking about a fictional character, Charles Foster Kane probably had some enjoyment in life.
For a moment.
For a moment.
But after a while, it's like, well, is this moment going to go on forever or not?
Mm-hmm.
Am I going to, when it's time for me to go to bed, who am I going to come home to? Because both my wives left.
Do you think, babes, that the reason William Randolph Hearst was such a horrible person was because he had a sad life?
It's possible. I mean, I don't know much about the guy.
We should read a book on him sometime.
Maybe.
Yes.
But it's possible that he did, and he didn't know how to handle it.
Yes.
Do
you have any other things you want to say about this movie?
No, it's intense, kind of depressing, but it's very good.
Okay, you already know what I'm going to ask, but I'll do it anyways.
Oh, no.
Would you recommend it to anybody in your real life? And if so, how would you sell it to them? What's your elevator pitch?
I would say yes, go see it. But this is what can happen to people if they don't have love in their life.
Nice.
They can become very controlling and vindictive.
Yes.
Yeah. That's what they can do.
A great movie.
Mm-hmm.
Highly.
I was very surprised, actually. I thought it was going to be boring.
Oh, you did?
Well, Citizen Kane, I'm thinking, oh, okay. That's what old people will watch.
You can be honest with me. I know I've shown you some movies that you didn't really like, but have I ever shown you anything that you just thought was boring?
No.
Yeah.
I did not.
Oh, good.
But I didn't know anything about the movie at all.
But you did know what I said the other day about it being number one on AFI's best films. Yes.
So I thought, okay, well, maybe there's something to this movie.
We went through the list the other day on the couch.
Yeah.
There was a lot of movies that we had seen on it, but obviously a bunch that we haven't watched.
Yes, we did.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That made me feel good.
Yes.
Yes. Jaylo.
Mm-hmm.
We watched another movie.
Yeah, that was another intense one.
About some American heroes. Bob Woodward.
I don't think he's a hero, but whatever.
Oh.
Besides the point. It's because it was all the president's men based on the Watergate scandal. Having said that, I need to look more into it because I think I studied a little bit about it in high school, but I really should do my research on it because I don't know much about it.
I don't know how much of a recap of this we have to give because it is about Watergate and it's a huge thing.
We don't have to give much of a recap. Basically, it was based on Bob Woodward and Carl Bernstein, two reporters from the New York Times. The Washington Post.
Correct.
Sorry. Washington Post. And they were wanting to report about the break-in into the Watergate building, and they were trying to find people that would give them more details. And some of them have closed the door on them. Some of them have hung up the phone. Somebody would not give any information about Howard Hunt or Charles Colson or anyone that worked closely with Richard Nixon. What? You're quiet.
No, I'm not quiet. I'm listening, babes.
Yeah, that's basically what it was. I mean, I don't think I really need to go into
it. We don't need to give everything.
It is a true story.
Yeah, and people go read the book and go do some research into Watergate. But I really like this movie. I would give this one an 8.
Mm.
And I liked it too. Jason Robards Jr. was great in it as their boss. And when he's telling them, you guys have given us a lot of headaches and is this story factual? And then when they go to his house and near the end of the movie and he's like, listen, the First Amendment, freedom of the press, and the future of our democracy is hanging on you guys. So go home, take a shower, and be in the office in like 15 minutes. I thought that was great. Or take a bath or whatever it was.
Take a shower, I think it was. Yeah.
What would you give this movie?
I think I would give it the same score. I mean, it's not my favorite movie, but I think I give it the same score because of how it was executed. Mm-hmm. Because there were some funny things in it too.
Yeah.
When the one part that I thought was really funny, where this lady was like, "Oh, this is beyond party lines, and I've been a Republican all my life, and this is beyond party lines, and you're just scratching the surface. I've been reading your stories," and then her last name is Abbott, and so one of the guys is like, "Abbott?" She said, "Yes." It's like, "Judith Abbott?" And she says, "No, Carolyn Abbott." They got the wrong person. That
was great.
She even invited them in and gave them coffee. And what I thought was really funny too is when he was at this Bernstein was at this woman's house who let him stay there for 6 hours, and she gave him a cup of coffee, and he's like, "The coffee's cold." She kept giving him coffee.
This movie is a slow burn. Mm-hmm. And as I say that, I'm realizing that there's a great podcast about the Watergate scandal, also called Slow Burn. And that's not why I said that. But that was really good, even though it was produced by Slate, which is, questionable in my opinion.
It's pretty what? Produced by Spike Lee?
Slate.
Oh.
Slate Magazine produced a podcast called Slow Burn.
Oh.
About the Watergate scandal.
Okay.
That's not why I use the terminology, though.
All right.
Go listen to that podcast.
Okay.
After this, of course. But it also came out in 1976, right? Mm-hmm. Which is important because Gerald Ford was still in the White House, mm-hmm. who was Nixon's vice president. Mm-hmm. So in a way, this film is reminding people it's challenging power. And it takes a long time for it to develop.
Right.
Do you think that a movie like this, about a political situation that just happened, where a president is taken out of office, could get made today and released theatrically?
I think it might be possible.
See, I think something like this could exist on Netflix or Hulu or HBO.
You think it wouldn't come out in theaters?
I don't think so. I think that the movies...
You think it would be too much?
I think it would be too much because it's not just that you're challenging power, but it's a long movie. There's no love interest in it. And...
It's a long movie.
And it's very intellectual, which I like.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it could drive people to go out to the theater and watch it.
Yeah, I think I see your point, but yeah.
So what does this movie say about how filmmaking has changed since the 70s?
I guess quite a bit. I mean, so we obviously didn't grow up at the time of Watergate. Mm-hmm. We weren't even...
I wasn't born yet.
I wasn't born either.
Okay, go ahead. And,
we're learning, we've heard about this in school, and, it's a part of our history. So I suppose if we both were adults in the 70s, maybe we would be interested in seeing a movie like this. I don't know. Possibly.
Okay.
By the way, was that movie in the AFI list? It was, right?
It was. I don't remember where it ranked, though.
Okay. I mean, I don't know.
I think it was somewhere near the bottom.
Yeah.
But if you're on the top 100, you did something right.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just guessing. I mean, I suppose if we grew up in the time of Watergate, then we would be more inclined to watch it.
No, but how do you think what does it say about how filmmaking has changed? Because... Go ahead.
Oh, you mean like as far as streaming goes?
Well, as far as like a general audience, I don't think, would watch a movie like this in the theater. And it's not just that it's about Watergate, it's that it takes a while to build up.
Yeah.
And there's no romantic interest. And they don't become like best buddies who have a barbecue at the end of the movie or anything.
Well, maybe it's because of the attention span of people, right? Mm-hmm. Even as adults, we want a plot to the movie, but we want a fast one.
Yeah.
We want a plot that actually goes somewhere. Not that this doesn't.
It takes a while.
It takes a while because they're getting information, and it's not like a movie that you would probably have popcorn.
No, definitely not.
It's very heady. It's kind of, I don't know. It's not something I'd want to watch when I'm eating dinner.
No, or when you're just chilling with your friends.
Right, exactly. It's like, hey, let me watch All the President's Men.
You got to be in a particular mood to watch something
right,
like this.
So, I think it really, maybe it's because some people have more of a shorter attention span.
Let me ask you a question in a similar vein.
Okay.
Do you think that the movies of today can challenge people in the same way that the films of the 70s did?
I don't know, because it's been a few years since I've watched a movie in the theater. Mm-hmm. So I really don't have an answer to that.
That's fair enough.
And I honestly think that the movies that were the most challenging, I think, have been challenging people in the 90s.
Yeah.
And also in the early 2000s.
Oh, I don't know about the early 2000s.
The 90s, yes.
In my opinion, the last great era of filmmaking was the 90s. But I'm also partial because that's when I came into my own and became a really big film fan.
Yeah.
And that's not to say that there hasn't been great movies made in the 2000s. But I could maybe come up with a handful of movies that I think that have been made in the last 20 years that have been great. And in the 90s, I could probably come up with 10 films for each year, if not more, that I think are great and stand the test of time.
Yeah, and I personally don't keep track of them. It's like as much as you do.
Yeah. But, I mean, that's why TV has gotten so much better, too, is because I think a lot of those creative people who may have become great filmmakers in the 70s or in the 90s have now switched to making great TV shows. So if they were around in the 70s, they would have been like Sidney Lumet. But now they're like, David Simon. Right? If David Simon, creator of The Wire, if he would have been around, if he would have been making visual art in the 70s, he would have been like Sidney Lumet.
Wow.
Or Francis Ford Coppola. Actually, probably more like Francis Ford Coppola.
Yeah. But
since he came around a little bit later, he did The Wire for HBO and not movies. Yes.
Yeah.
What does Watergate teach us about protecting the powerful? And the reason I say that is G. Gordon Liddy, who I'm not a fan of, but he did serve a fair amount of jail time for the Watergate break-in, and so did Carl, I forget the dude's name. But
Chuck Colson,
I'm sorry.
Yes.
But Nixon got pardoned. He never went to prison.
So I don't know how to comment on this because I really don't know too much about the scandal. I don't know whether he should have been pardoned. I don't know whether he should have been in prison. I don't know much about Richard Nixon to begin with, so I really can't comment.
He was a mixed bag. He wasn't all bad, but for real, I think you need to hold people accountable.
I believe so. If they actually did commit a crime, I think you should hold people accountable. Yes.
And he knew that this was going on. And we know this because of his own recordings.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I mean, so I think yes, anyone who is in power that really did commit a crime should be held accountable for their actions, for sure.
Okay, another question I have for you. And this is something I've been thinking about a lot this morning. If something like Watergate happened today, would people even care?
I don't know. I mean, I would hope that they would. But there are people in power that have committed crimes that are not being held accountable. So, and they are being protected. So I don't know that they would care.
The cynical person in me, babes, thinks that everybody who is in a position of real power is probably guilty of some really horrendous stuff.
And I don't think quite like that. I think that there are people that are in power that are not a part of that, and they want to take down the corruption. Or there are people that are maybe not as powerful, and they're outside of that, and they want to go behind the scenes and take down the corruption. Mm-hmm. So it's a mixed bag of people. I don't think that everybody in power is a horrible person. I think that people can use their power for good, but like we've talked about earlier, people can use their power for evil.
Yes.
So it all depends on what the person wants to do.
Like Jaylo bin Laden over here.
Hey!
All right, sorry, babes.
Hey,
that was a callback to an earlier portion of this program.
Hey!
I love you, babes. Give me a quick kiss and then I have a couple more kisses.
Okay.
What does this movie and Watergate in general, or I guess you could even just say Woodward and Bernstein, teach us about sticking with something? Because at first people just think this is just a little break and it's no big deal.
Right.
But they stuck with it.
Yeah. Well, I guess the word that comes to mind is perseverance. Right? Mm-hmm. Persevering when people are like, oh, come on, this is nuts. Why are you continuing on with this? I will give them credit for persevering and trying to, and doing what they could to get a story out of it. Because they were not going to stop getting information for their story. So, I mean, I will give them credit for that at least.
Oh, good. So you may not like Bob Woodward because he went after Trump, but you do think that he's good at persevering and that he is a hard worker.
And Carl Bernstein, yes.
Yes.
I mean, I may not think much of those people. I don't know much about Carl Bernstein, but at least they stuck with it and they got a story.
Yes.
Whether I agree with that story, that is besides the point.
I am a fan, but we already established that. We disagree on that. Mm-hmm. Agree to disagree, but agree to agree that they know how to persevere.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
That is an example for up-and-coming reporters.
A question I have for you that I don't know the answer to,
yeah.
and I probably should research this. I've read some Bob Woodward books, and we don't need to go into the titles. They're probably ones that you wouldn't read. Mm-mm. But they haven't been, like, co-published with Carl Bernstein. Uh-huh. So I'm wondering, do you think that these guys are friends?
I don't know that they are friends. I think they just work together, and they just worked together on the Washington Post, and then after that story was done, maybe they went their separate ways.
On one hand, I agree with you.
Yeah.
On the other hand, it's such a big news event that your paper is a big part responsible for taking down a U.S. president that I don't know how you could go through something like this and not become friends.
Maybe they just were colleagues and they weren't really friends.
I could see that if you just worked on some little story together.
Yeah.
But something like this, I don't know. I need to research that.
I don't know either.
Yeah.
They could have been after that, but maybe they weren't. They're like, okay, well, you go your way, I go my way. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like, when we talked about Humphrey Bogart, Audrey Hepburn, and William Holden, right?
Yeah.
They were not in cahoots with each other. No. But they worked on a project, and maybe afterwards they just went their ways and said, okay, we did this project, it's done. We'll go our way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And people have done that. People have done collaborations, and then they're like, "Okay, we done this. It's over. Now we'll go our way."
For the most part, I agree with you. I think that this just sets, though, a culturally relevant collaboration that changed the trajectory of both of their lives. that it's hard for me to imagine them not being friends. But you might be correct, because they're
Yeah.
both still alive, and I don't think they work together anymore.
Well,
So.
I didn't know that Carl Bernstein was still around.
I believe he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know Bob Woodward is, but I didn't know that Carl Bernstein was still
I
around.
could have that wrong, but I think he's still alive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
So, yeah, who knows?
Who knows,
Don't know.
babes? Yes. Jaylo.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to say about this movie?
Well, what I liked about the ending was, remember when we heard the typing?
Yeah.
It just got faster and faster and faster, and then you see about, 1973, 1974, 1975, and what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that was kind of interesting how it ended.
Yeah. Would you recommend this movie to anybody in your life, like a family member? And if so, what's your elevator pitch?
I don't have one.
Okay.
Maybe my pitch would be, well, this is an adaptation of a scandal that happened in the 70s.
Nice.
That I don't really know much about, but.
Would you tell like your mom or your sisters to watch this movie or recommend it to them?
Oh, I'm sure I'm sure that we'd be interested to watch it.
Nice.
I mean, especially if they didn't know much about Watergate.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know, I mentioned that there is a cake named after Watergate.
Yes.
Watergate cake, which actually sounds really good.
Nice. Very good, babes.
I only knew about that because I think my brother-in-law was going to make it or something. Or there was a recipe for it. It sounds good. It has like pistachios in it or something.
Nice. Oh, one last thing.
Yes.
Does watching this movie make you want to read more about Richard Nixon?
It's possible.
Well, good.
It's possible, or at least read about the scandal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything else you want to talk about, babes?
No,
I think we did a good job.
I think we did a good job, tickling and debating aside.
You did the tickling. I made the intellectual arguments, and at the end it worked. I brought the jokes. You brought the farts.
I did not. Well, and if I did, it was an accident.
Oh.
It didn't mean to. I didn't mean to.
Very good, babes.
I think you should edit it.
Oh, well, babes.
Yeah.
I think we should call this good.
Good.
All right, babes. You're gonna kick me out.
I will have to.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
And then I will go home.
Yes.
All right, Jaylo.
But it won't be without. You won't be going home without anything. Any goodies.
I got some consolation prizes. Bringing home some pizza, maybe some chocolate.
But it's not like you're the noisy neighbor that I'm kicking out or anything.
No, I'm not like Humphrey Bogart when he was planning to give Audrey Hepburn those gifts when he wasn't going to be on the boat going to Paris. You're not going to give me 1,500 shares of preferred Larrabee stock.
No, I'm not that rich.
No,
I'm not rich at all.
Good.
No.
All right, babes.
All right.
I love you.
I love you too.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.